Oh,
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Big Apple Baseball Banter. Today, week one of MLB is in the
hello?
book. Mets and Yankees. Oh, I missed it. All right, let's banter. I screwed that one up big time.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hang on.
Hello? Shit.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Big Apple Baseball Banter. Um, and
Hello?
can you hear the music?
Oh my
Oh, this is
fucking
starting
god.
out good. Oh, this is not starting well. Hang on one sec. I gotta see whose issue it is. Talk. Yeah, so they can hear me through the live stream. So you can't hear me? Here, just rejoin, okay? All right. Ben's got to get this situated. All right, try again now.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't hear me? The broadcast can. Go to your settings, check if you have the right headphones plugged in.
I'm pretty sure you can hear me
I can
from
hear you
just reading.
fine.
All right, cool.
I can hear you.
I've been going
You
through the
can't hear
settings
me?
for like the last 5 minutes. Um,
Okay.
the fuck?
Oh god. All right. Well, the
Should I
video.
like rejoin or something?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Sorry about
sorry.
that. Technical difficulties. I know you guys can hear me. I checked the live stream, the broadcast. This is a great start to the show. Oh God. All right. So Mets game's currently going on. I was gonna try and watch it and give some live reaction, but it would slow down the stream and whatnot. Plus, we got to focus on what we're gonna talk about today, which is we will be recapping. All right. Now can you hear me?
Yes,
There we go. Okay. We had
let's
one
go.
viewer, they left because they don't want to hear a bunch of people talk about technical difficulties. Yeah, I fucked up the intro. I'm gonna have to trim this down or something. Because Jesus Christ, man. What a start. I mean, this is basically like our teams played like shit on opening day. So our
Yep.
opening episode of the regular season starts like shit. So
Yeah,
it works. It works out.
it works out perfectly.
So what are we gonna do? We honestly don't really know kind of we haven't done any in-season shows yet, so we're still kind of trying to find our groove. So we're gonna start with our recaps, which I call studs and duds. We're gonna kind of talk about the games and give a stud and a dud for each game, and
Mhm.
then a stud and dud for the series. Ben, I'm guessing you just did the Yankees, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I also did the Yankees too. I only watched one game, the opening day game. The other ones I just looked at the box score and all that. So I have some input too, but Ben clearly knows more about his team than I do. So Ben, for callers, we're gonna do callers after that. We want to make the show a little more structured. So also we're gonna try to keep it short too. Probably gonna only go for an hour. So maybe a half hour of this, half hour of calls, open chat, all that kind of stuff. Plus, if we start a conversation about something, not
Yeah,
Mets
we
and
take our
Yankees
rants, we
related.
take our
We
time.
so we're gonna try to stay focused for the first half hour because we're really bad. I have the chat here. We get so distracted.
Yeah.
Second half hour, it's the fun. We're gonna go ham. So let's start with the Yankees this time.
All
So the
right.
Yankees Mets season got delayed, so we only have two games to talk about.
Mhm.
The Yankees first game, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Um, versus Toronto at Yankee Stadium. Yankees lost this game.
We did.
I
We
didn't write
did.
the scores down, but I think it was like 4-1
Three
or
two.
something. 3-2.
3-2.
Okay. Who give a well, you didn't get to this game, right? You were working?
Oh no, I got to it.
Oh, okay. Here, give your little summary of it.
All right. First game back, you could definitely tell that we were very rusty outside of the pitching staff, which is basically the series recap. The bats were just like non-existent in the sense that DJ for one had an ice cold end to his spring and it carried over. He has shown flashes as of the last two games, so I'm not worried because he's starting to hit the ball hard and to the right side a lot more and swing and miss a lot less. So not worried about him. Judge has been rifling shit all season long so far, but on opening day, he had definitely the most impactful at bat, in which he came up bases loaded, 1 out with a chance to tie the game, and he hit into a double play,
Yep.
and the inning was over. Yeah, he scorched it,
Yeah.
but that
Unlucky. He's still good.
unlucky. Yeah, I mean, it was very unlucky, and that's not why he's not my dud for that very reason. Um,
Yeah. Let's now get to our studs. And by the way, if a guy's a stud for one game and a dud does not mean they're a good player or a bad player. Guys have good games. Guys have. It's not like
yeah,
football where you have a bad game. Oh, this guy sucks because it's only 16. Well, now 17 games.
mhm.
There's 162 games to go. So if these guys are cold, we're not saying they suck because they're duds or they're amazing. Like I have one guy who's not good, but he's a stud for one of these games. Ben, who's your stud for the Yankees?
Oh, Garrett Cole for sure. Great signs. Not he did allow, I think, against a super very very good talented Blue Jays offense, he was able to only allow 2 runs through 5 1/3. I was expecting maybe 3 runs through 5, something like that. So he played to expectations, struck out 8, very nice strikeout totals, and he just kept us in the game, which was really all of what I was looking for from him because I knew Hyunjin Ryu was going to not necessarily dominate, but have a very strong performance against our offense. My dud is DJ LeMahieu. Uh, if I remember correctly, he went 0 for 5. No, 0 for 4. 0 for 4. I believe with 2 strikeouts, if I remember correctly, and just not good swings at all. And you can't have that from your leadoff man.
Yep. Jonathan VR. Any of you guys watching the Mets game? I get the live updates on my phone. So Jonathan VR just scored on a wild pitch in the 7th inning. We're still losing 8-2 though. So just a quick update there.
Only down 6.
Yep. All right, my stud. I'm gonna go Gary Sanchez. Hit a really good home run. Garrett Cole, yes, but you kind of expected him with that. I went
Yeah.
Gary just because he was so bad last year. He's showing, good signs of improvement back to his old form. Well, there's sometimes form because it's either hot or it's either cold. Now my dud, I'm going Giancarlo Stanton because at least DJ LeMahieu played the field. He didn't get on, Giancarlo didn't get on base. So let's go to the next game.
Right.
First Toronto, we had a W here, or you had a W. No,
Yes, we did. We
had a
did.
W here. My stud here. I'll give my stud and my dud. I'm gonna go Jonathan Loizaga. Now, for me, I kind of want to pick some guys who are maybe not the more obvious picks sometimes. 2 shutout innings in relief with 3 strikeouts. Really impressive stuff from him. Good signs from him. My dud, I'm going to go Gleyber Torres. He missed opportunities with runners in base and had an error on a stolen base. Was it the greatest throw? No, but, it's still an error. He should probably have that tag. So I think just him not capitalizing with runners in scoring position, that's why he's my dud. But good game for the Yankees overall. And sometimes it's hard to find a dud from if it's a good win.
Yeah.
But those are my studs and duds. Ben, how about you? And actually give a quick recap of the game.
All right. So the game we win 3-2. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Kluber and Ross Stripling, right?
Yep. Ross Stripling. Corey Kluber is my dud because he went 4 innings and only allowed 1 earned run.
But he only went 4 innings.
Well, yes, that, and he was just very, very shaky. Like, I do not want to see a full 32 starts of that kind of batted balls against. People were hitting him hard, especially early on. And after that, he didn't settle in. He walked a bunch of guys. Sorry about that big buzz. I'm gonna turn off my notifications.
No worries.
I
that's the
love
good thing about you actually watching the game versus me just watching the recap and looking at the box score. Like I try to tell people, eye test matters. MLB nerds. Eye test is the best stat in my opinion. So unless you can keep score and I do all the math and whatnot for all the stats, but well except for Statcast stuff. But yeah. Who's your studs and duds? Oh wait, you didn't finish your recap. My bad.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I did do my dud was Corey Kluber because, and then my stud was also Jonathan Loizaga because that changeup. Now the eye test for Corey Kluber was very bad. The eye test for Jonathan Loizaga was picture perfect. His changeup had so much lateral movement that game. It was astounding. Just pitch after pitch were
Nice.
very greatly placed, all around clean game. Again, the hitters weren't necessarily there yet. They just breached into that territory that they need to be in the series against the Orioles that we are currently playing. So yeah, that was also my stud for that game.
All right, let's go to next game. My stud. You give your stud. You give yours. So it's versus Toronto. Another.
Mm-hmm.
No, is this a loss or a W?
This
This is
was
a
a
loss,
loss.
right? Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my
Domingo
noties off.
Herman versus. Was it?
I don't know because I was only listening to part of the game. I wasn't
Gotcha.
necessarily. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch. So, Domingo Herman was definitely my dud.
Same here.
Good Lord, what happened? Such a promising spring. I do not like the guy in real life. I mean, I'm not, to be completely honest, I am not mad at him getting roughed up because I would like to see him. Yeah, screw him. I
Three
don't.
innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strike, or one. Wait, was it 1-2? I fucked up my notes here. Hang on.
It was
Was it
three
one
innings and
walk
it was
and
three
two
earned
strikeouts?
runs.
It was 3 innings pitched,
Yeah,
3 earned runs,
yeah,
and one
that's
walk.
the big
That's
thing. And I
bad.
believe, was it 2 or 3 home runs? I believe 2.
Oh, maybe I think. I don't know if I
Mm.
wrote that. I know the Vladdy crushed it to right.
Oh my God. Oof. And then
And
it was Teos. No, not Teoscar. Grichuk, right?
Grichuk, you're
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember this inning. I was so mad.
Do you know who
So
my stud is?
who's your stud?
Local kid Michael King, baby.
Yes,
6
sir.
innings pitched, 0 earned runs in relief, 1 walk.
Oh
Really
my
good stuff right there.
goodness. The
Lock him
strikeouts
down, dude.
weren't there, but this man retired 17 straight, I believe. Yes, 17 straight batters.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
In relief. That was just insane. Rochester boy for the win. Cy
Oh,
Young?
Rochester Red Wings, baby. Let's go.
Dark horse Cy Young candidate, Michael
You
King.
got it.
You heard it
got
here.
man. All right. For the series, who's your stud and who's your dud?
My stud is actually the bullpen. Now,
One player.
one player? Are you
You
kidding me? Can I at least say the stat? The bullpen?
Yeah.
I did this. I did a lot of research on this bullpen.
Okay. Damn.
But through the first 4 games, they went 18 and 2/3 innings and only allowed 1 run. Had a .53 whip and just absolutely dominated. The only run too was what was it? It was Lukey, however you pronounce his last name. He was on the mound.
Guy,
yeah, he gave up a single, then 2 wild pitches, got the guy to third, and then a ground ball. So it wasn't even like it's an earned run, but it wasn't really
pretty, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not awesome.
So just an absolutely dominant pen. If I had to go one player though, that's tough because it was a rough series with the bats. I don't want to say anybody. I guess Gary, because he had 2 home runs in 3 games. I mean, all the hitters sucked ass. Except for Clint Frazier. Clint Frazier, that's who it is. Clint Frazier's my stud.
Ooh.
He raked. That's what it was.
All right. My stud, I'm actually going to go Gary Sanchez.
All right.
My dud, he didn't play much, but Domingo Herman had the worst single performance. Did you say your dud?
I did not. I would also go with Domingo Herman. Just bad stuff.
All right. Next series, not over yet, but we're still going to mention it. Baltimore, April 5th versus Baltimore. This one, the stud for this game is fucking obvious. It's Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, of course.
Home run, it's grand slam, right?
471.
Crushed it. No
115 off the bat.
And then my dud, complete opposite of what happened last series. I'm gonna go Gary Sanchez. He put up zeros, basically, meaning he didn't get on base, did nothing. So yeah. And I'm guessing that's the same thing on your end.
Exactly the same.
What was
115.1 off
right?
the bat. Yep, back to back.
For this.
Back to back 7-0 wins over the O's. And I just got to watch the first inning downstairs. It's still tied. Jameson Tyone making his debut.
Oh yeah.
I do want to reference Garrett Cole's 7 shutout innings, allowing 4 hits and 13 strikeouts, no walks.
That was the next game, right?
Yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, we're going to that?
Yeah, we're on April 5th.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about the series against the Orioles so
No,
far.
no, we're going game by game, and then we can't give our series on because the series not over yet.
My
But
bad. Yeah, I misinterpreted
yeah, I
that.
gotta write down the scores for this next time too.
All
But
right.
yeah, Giancarlo Stanton and Gary Sanchez. How about for that game? How about you?
Giancarlo Stanton won 471.
Yep.
Oof. And it was a big time game breaker too.
Yeah.
Then I'm also going Gary Sanchez because I fucking hate Gary Sanchez.
All right. Next game. We're gonna talk about the next game now. Um, my
Wait.
stud is gonna be Garrett Cole. I mean, 13 strikeouts and 0 earned runs. I mean, he pitched like the best pitcher in baseball. Not quite there yet. Probably won't be for a while when he got Jacob DeGrom. Haha. But yeah. And then my dud, Clint Frazier, put up as what I just wrote down zeros because 0 across the box score. Didn't
All
get
right.
on base at all.
All right. I actually did not have a dud for this game because I mean, I didn't, really the eye test didn't really shout out anybody to me, but now that you mention it, I guess I would go with Clint Frazier because he did put up zeros.
Yeah, some of these Mets games I'm giving, like I have to throughout the game I might write down a few studs and duds. If you guys watch, I'm doing live post games after every game that I catch, and I give a bunch of studs and duds, and then now on this show you'll find out my big stud or my main
Ooh.
stud or my main dud. So that's pretty cool. But sometimes I have to go back to the box score because sometimes the eye test you forget a few things, especially with baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you gotta not look at the film, but look at what
The
happened.
stats, yeah.
Look at the stats. You can't remember everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's move on. All right, so yeah, playing tonight, last game, right, of the series.
Last game of the series last night was Garrett Cole and
Uh,
Clint Frazier.
Who you got on? Oh, you got Tyon on the bump today. All right, Mets have only played 2 games so far, only one series because of the Nationals. We're not going to mention it because we already don't have any viewers. We don't want negative viewers in YouTube. Which, by the way, speaking of viewers, thank you guys for 60 subscribers. Appreciate it. Now that it's nice out, we got to do that like skills competition.
Oh
Put my
yeah.
ass in. We got to find a time to do that. That'd be a funny video.
That would be
Me
so funny.
me getting my ass whooped. All right, first game, unfortunately a loss. Bullpen blew it. What's new? But stud, obviously Jacob DeGrom. Now we got yanked way too early because Luis Rojas. I'm on the bandwagon now. Fucking sucks. He's terrible.
Yeah. 77 pitches, right?
Yep, he got pulled.
Oof.
Bryce Harper was like, "Yeah, I don't know why they pulled him so soon." But Jacob DeGrom is my stud though. In those, he got bailed out of a home run or out of a triple because Reese Hoskins' base running sucks. But good defense there. The defense played overall well this game. A couple kind of bloopers fell in there with Brandon Nimmo. He was playing left field though, and it was really difficult plays. So I'm not surprised he didn't get them. My dud, it's obviously Trevor May. He had a 54 ERA after this game. He was just kind of all over the place. Am I worried? No, it's one game. And I know he wasn't great the next night either, but this happens with the relievers. They get hot and cold.
Mhm.
And I mean, he needs to improve. He can't be doing this the entire season because especially with Lugo out, we need him to be a stud reliever for this team. So yeah, I'm going to go Trevor May.
Just
Next game. What?
Just wait till he pitches during May.
Oh, haha.
Get it? Funny puns.
Yeah, it's
60
Trevor May.
subs.
All right. And Ben doesn't have any studs and duds because he doesn't like the Mets.
I was at some restaurant last night after parading around Henrietta with my friends, and they were playing the Mets game, and I saw the fucking Marcus Stroman completely miss like a ground ball up the middle, and then Jeff McNeil just completely muffed on it too.
Yep. Well,
that was so funny.
Jeff McNeil's my dud. Didn't hit it all last night. Was a disaster in the field. I thought about James McCann because he had a couple pass balls, but he actually did a little better at the plate. So I'm gonna go Jeff McNeil. Stud though, super close between Pete Alonso and Dom Smith, the best first base duo in the league. When there is a DH, it's their first base duo. I mean, we're the only team with 2 top 10 first basemen, even though one of them's a left fielder right now, because pitchers are hitting. for some fucking reason. Also, another reason why Jacob DeGrom's a stud. He had 2 hits. Now, one
Yeah.
of them was an error. I would say it's an error. It was an infield hit. The other one, though, he had the
Ribby
most
single.
RBIs on the game. Yeah, he completely carried the team.
Yeah.
Because that's Jacob DeGrom. I forgot to give a bit of a recap too of the next game against the Phillies. Marcus Stroman on the bump against. So the first game was against Matt Moore. The second game was against Chase Anderson. The Mets offense has been oddly quiet so far, especially against starting pitchers. We kind of got to go, kind of beat up their bullpen a bit because Vince Velasquez is terrible.
I don't get it. He has such high spin rates. Like the man just and such high strikeout rates as well. He just
he's
seems
just unlucky. He's good, but he's unlucky, right?
Seems destined for success, and then it just never happens.
So the thing with him was he got the first inning, he was phenomenal. He was like elite the first inning, came back second inning, walked the whole team basically. So I think he's going from starter to long guy, and I think his role hopefully is going to be, I mean, for his sake, is going to be
just a reliever. One inning.
Reliever.
Yeah.
So maybe Girardi puts him in that role. I'm curious to see about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pete Alonso last night hit a double and hit a home run. Dom Smith, his home run was much more impressive because it was like this high. And Dom Smith is, I want to find like some data or something, but he goes opposite way to in left field at Citizens Bank so many times. I think he's done it 3 times or something, more than that. I mean, in 2019, he did it back-to-back nights.
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, I was trying to find a spray chart and whatnot. Which, speaking of spray chart, have you seen Didi Gregorius's?
Yes.
Dude, he hit his first home run to center field last night.
Woo!
Here, I have an image on. I screenshot an image. I don't know if you guys can see. I probably should have. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you guys can probably see it.
Yes, I got to see that a couple times last year when the Yanks played the Phils because big Didi news. Showing everybody the short porch and shit.
Yep, exactly. All right, so right now, we got a lot of time because we're not getting distracted because there's no viewers to get distracted about. Thanks a lot, guy. No, I'm just kidding. But thanks a lot, YouTube. So I
thought we had 60 subs.
Yeah, right now the Mets are getting their asses handed to them. 8-2 against the Phillies. I kind of expected this. I expected kind of a regression from David Peterson. Really bad 4th inning. I think he's going to be my dud tonight. I don't know if I'm going to do a post game because, I mean, I didn't watch much of the game, but because I had to get some guitar stuff recorded and whatnot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But right now, Joey Lucchese's pitching. So good to see him. I was going to try to get the game on, but I didn't want to slow down the system because I tried getting it down. I guess I'll try to get my school computer to work because it's a piece of shit, but I'll try to get that so I can watch the game on that. So the Mets are getting their asses whipped right now. Let's head over to the Bronx where the Yankees are. It's still 0-0.
All right. We had good first inning versus Amines, which
but the 2 guys on, no outs
for
the Yankees.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, first and second on, 1-1 count against Gleyber Torres.
So we're at 2-3-4 right now. Let's go.
Yep. So let's now talk about all around MLB standings because we went pretty quick on that. I just didn't want to take too long.
Oh my god.
So the Oakland A's is the worst team in baseball right now.
I jinxed it. I should not have picked them to win the division.
3 straight games giving up like 9 runs. Like I gotta check this. I told you watch out for the Astros, which speaking of the Astros, salute to Jose and the rest of Angels Nation. Oh my god, man. Dude, they were letting him. Did you see the guys throwing the trash cans on the field?
Yes.
I mean, it's just incredible, man. Shout out to the Angels fans.
It was artwork, Like I was never so just enticed and amazed by such abstract works,
Yeah.
Like I never thought seeing a garbage can on a baseball field would bring a tear of joy to my eye.
All right, this is how bad the A's pitching has been. I'm gonna read you every score. They haven't won a game yet.
0-6.
1-6. 1-8, 5-9, 1-9, 2-9, 3-10, 1-5. And they're playing right now, and they're actually winning 4-3 to the Dodgers.
No.
And Matt Chapman crushed one off Trevor Bauer. Let's go,
Of
baby.
course he did. Of
Trevor
course he did.
Trevor Rosenthal's unfortunately hurt. Which he's on my fantasy team. It looks like he might be needing shoulder surgery. Let's talk fantasy now. Me and Ben matched up this week. Jeff McHitz is beating Yabish favorites to 8-2. Honestly, don't know how the fantasy points.
I have no
work
idea how it
well.
works.
Yeah, I just know some. I don't really know, but I mean, I know stats and shit. It takes stats and it converts them to points.
Mhm.
Now my best waiver pickup, I got my man. What's his name?
Oh, you're
Yerman
mean.
Mercedes.
You're mean.
Now I used up all my ads this week. You only get 6 ads, but yeah, my
That's a lot.
injuries. I got Zach Gallen and Trevor Rosenthal on the injured list. Also got Cabrian Hayes.
Oof.
So yeah, my team's looking pretty good right now. Ben's kind of the
I'll
opposite.
I'll pull up mine because there's a lot of big injuries. I should say. I shouldn't necessarily say injuries, but Juan Soto was my first round pick, and he's only played what, one game,
Yeah.
2 games. So then, also my biggest pitcher, Denelson Lamet, he is injured. Nick Anderson, my
Yeah.
biggest reliever, gone. Trent Grisham, injured. Aaron Nola, injured. Tim Anderson, injured. Michael
Oh, he's
Brantley,
injured too.
yep. Michael Brantley, day to day,
Yeah,
and
Locan crushed one off of who is it? Mills on the
oh, who did?
Cubs. Locaine. I scrolled onto Instagram right now. Oh shit. I just got a report here. A baseball has been taken out of play by the umpires and likely sent to their room of inspection after Trevor Bauer's first inning. It's not gonna. Oh my god! And also, I'm just scrolling through Instagram. Francisco Lindor made an unbelievable play. I mean, he's not hitting like really anything special right now. Ben, you still there? Ben?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, there
Here.
you are.
Okay, cool.
Checking your injury prone ass fantasy team. He's the New York Yankees.
Yeah,
The fantasy.
exactly.
I don't know how many injured spots we have in the league. I think we got.
I haven't
Uh,
figured out how to use them.
I mean, I
So,
have. So you click the guy, the position, and then
mhm.
it'll say IL if they're hurt, if they're eligible for IL.
Oh, what? I could have made like 15 million points by now. But my
Sure.
boy, my
Excuse.
boy Lucas Sims, y'all thought I was crazy. He's going 1 inning, hasn't allowed anyone to reach base, and got a strikeout. So, I mean, am I the greatest fantasy drafter all time? One
No.
could say so.
Yeah, you're still losing 8-2 your first week. So
Week
good
one,
job
baby,
there.
long season.
Long season. So let's talk about some of the most memorable moments in this week in Major League Baseball as Pablo Sandoval hits another home run off the
Yes,
bench for the
let's
Braves. He almost
go.
so we got distracted talking about how awful the A's are right now. But you know what? Actually, never mind. I thought let's do a power rankings, but I'm too lazy to do that. But yeah, the A's are awful so far, and what doesn't mean they're a bad team. I mean they're awful so far. Same thing with the Braves. They started out horrible, but they're starting to pick it up a bit.
Yeah, they just swept the
Um,
doubleheader versus the Nats.
yep. Miami, Pittsburgh, Colorado, Tampa
Pittsburgh.
Bay, Cleveland, and Oakland are all in last place. Philadelphia, Cincinnati, the Dodgers, Baltimore, Minnesota, and the Trastros are all leading their divisions. How many of those divisions have we gotten right so far?
Well, the Orioles are tied with the Yankees.
One.
Orioles are tied with the Yankees, though.
Well, it's still at the top. Like the text is at the top,
Well,
so
I
I
mean,
count that.
what's
Uh,
but they have a one and no, the Yankees
I
have a
got
better
3 mine
record
right.
against the Orioles, and they have a higher run differential. So, like in a playoff situation, the Yankees would get the
Okay,
seed.
then I guess I got 4 of them right. Ben, is there anything that would make you want to change your predictions so far? Or I'm keeping mine the same, by the way. Are
I
you putting Are you putting the Astros in first place?
I am putting the Astros in first place, and the Angels are going to make the wild card. Just kidding, but they're going to be second place. they're not going to. They
I mean, they might be better than we are. Now, I want them to finish in fourth place so Jose can shotgun a beer on here because I need to see that. But um, we haven't decided what we have to do if he's right. But underage boys, we can't be drinking on here.
Well, I mean, if we
Um,
just like take the covers off of them, I mean, what are they gonna do?
shotgun it in iced tea or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, exactly. Boom, using our brains. Boom.
Boop, boop.
So let's talk about man. What do we talk about now? Because
I don't know.
we thought we were gonna take too long to talk about everything else. Oh, let's talk about the bullshit Nicholas Castellanos situation. So
Oh
this
my
dude
god.
last year, Aroldis Chapman got suspended 2 games for throwing at 100 miles at a dude's head, almost killing him. Nicholas
Mhm.
Castellanos had fun and got suspended 2 games because he showed a pitcher up and caused a brawl. Dude, baseball players are salty as fuck, honestly.
Yeah, for
I mean,
real.
you threw at the guy earlier that game, and the pitcher that he threw to, he was like, "Yeah, let's go." I mean, and then the pitcher's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna fight." And baseball fights, don't get me started. Why the
They're
hell does the
horrible.
whole team have to come out? Nothing ever happens, and the guys
Nothing.
act like they're mad at each other, even though they're fucking best friends.
Yeah, like
And
said 80% of them are just trying to like pull back the one aggravated player, and then the others are just standing there like, oh hey, whoa, we're over here now.
yep, the
Then
only
the
people I allow fighting to are Amir Garrett, Yasiel Puig, who's out of the
oh
league,
yes.
Bryce Harper,
All right.
and what's the other guy? Hunter
Strickland.
Strickland. Who else has got some good?
The
Zach
helmet toss.
Greinke. Zach Greinke.
Oh yeah.
Um, who else?
Zach Greinke has permission to do whatever the fuck he
When's the last time
wants.
the Mets got into a brawl? It was Ramon Laureano.
Oh yeah, he can. I love Ramon Laureano.
Yeah, the Mets got into a brawl with the Rockies in 2019 with Daniel Murphy.
Hmm.
He was pissed off at his former team.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
I don't like that when teams get like if Castellanos started flipping out on the Tigers, I would not be happy, you know,
Oh, me neither.
because that's just like you have so many teammates still there. That is just disrespectful.
Well, unless like everyone's gone.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So yeah.
Yeah. I'm against Castellanos in this situation in the sense that, I mean, he got home off of a wild pitch, correct?
Exactly.
And he was hit by a wild pitch.
Mhm.
So I
No, he
don't.
was hit intentionally
Oh, it
because
was intentionally.
he hit a home run the day before, pimped the fuck out of it,
Yeah.
and then was hit. It was clearly intentional.
All right. All right. I was under the impression it wasn't intentional. Or well, I mean, I was under the impression that it was just like a hit by pitch. I didn't know the backstory. Um, why would you pimp a run scored on a wild pitch?
I
If it
mean,
was like the
he just
same.
went and was like, "Yeah," to like the pitcher.
No,
'Cause,
but
like,
he
showed him
that's
up.
not what he said. There's no way he just said yeah to the pitcher. There was
Check the John Boy breakdown.
I will, but I mean to be completely honest, if I was in that situation and I was like leaning over the pitcher and like yelling something, I would not be just yelling yeah, I would be yelling like a lot of I guess
Expletives.
yeah.
You're saying this because you're a pitcher.
Yeah, I don't even I've never pitched in a game
I
to
mean,
become
you will be a pitcher. You're planning on becoming a pitcher. You're transitioning.
yeah. I got to pitch yesterday with the coach and we looking good. Nothing's up in the zone anymore. Everything's down. Everything's at the knees.
Throwing the sinkers.
I throw four seam, sinker,
Throw a
chain.
four seam down.
Yeah, because you don't get the rise until you at least touch like 2,000 rotations per minute. If I had to make a guess, I'm averaging like 1700, which makes sense because it's a pretty linear relationship between like velocity and spin rate. Um,
Right.
so you need to hit like 90 and like 2,100 rotations per minute to really actually start getting that rise.
Right.
And especially with like old, well, no, I shouldn't say old, but not so most coaches aren't necessarily like in their 20s and 30s and know, that four seam fastballs tend to be best elevated with high spin rates, They
Right.
just think keep everything at the knees so they can't hit fly balls, you know.
Right. Ben, now that I think about it, we should probably do these live streams like not while games are going on because that's why I think no one's in here is
Yeah,
because
that's
we're
probably
watching the
it.
game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got time to kill now. We got everything we want to talk about. Let's just throw a damn game on. Oh, Jose's in the chat. Jose's gonna come.
Hey.
Jose, come save the show if you want to call
Yeah.
it. Put the
It's
link.
a sinking ship right now.
Yeah, we need you, man. Here's the link, and I can't pin it from here because
Ooh,
I
there's
have to
another
go to
chat.
YouTube to pin it. But
Ah.
I gotta get you the information to the StreamYard so you can put up the chat if you want. If you see any funny comments, give you all
Ooh.
the control. And I don't have to
Yes.
invite you. You can just log in whenever you want and join the stream, or you can live stream yourself after games because Ben's been slacking on the post game grind. Now,
I have
you
been
don't have to do it
slacking.
live. Do one tomorrow. You better.
I better. Wait, there is no game tomorrow.
Oh fuck. Do the next game.
All right, fine. I'm super busy tomorrow
No,
anyway.
it's fine. It's fine. If
No, I
you
can do
can't, you
Friday.
can't. But just do a quick 5-minute video afterwards.
Yeah, I can
Yesterday's
totally
game
do
was
these.
so long. It was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't even get to watch yesterday's game.
Oh really?
I was busy the whole time.
Yeah. The first couple weeks, I'm like, oh no, like I can't miss a game. And then after a little bit, like not saying, oh, the season should be shorter. I'm not as excited, but I have like say, okay, I can miss this once.
Yeah.
But like the beginning, I can't miss shit, which I
Yeah.
did today, unfortunately. Which self-discipline. There you go. Yeah. Jose, what's going on, man? If you're in the chat, my man, let us know how your Angels are doing, buddy.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
They're off to a decent start. Shohei Ohtani, I don't know if this is a crazy take. He's the most talented player in baseball.
Oh.
Not the best, most talented. Who else throws the ball 100 and hits the ball 115, 400 something feet?
I think it was like 451. 451. I remember I was watching that game when it happened because it was Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah, I watched that game too. He's the kind of guy you like baseball needs, where it's like you're watching the game for one person.
Yes, yes. Because Trout only comes up once every once every 3 innings at least. And so like whereas Ohtani plays every single half inning, or not half inning, but every inning, you're guaranteed to see him if he's in the lineup a bunch of times. So, and he's just very entertaining. He's fast, which is, I think, a big thing. Sexy ass swing. He's
you need something unique. Now, I mean, I mentioned you broadcast one player, but you want to see guys like go like you need to kind of market like Mets Nationals games where you got Juan Soto going up against Jacob deGrom.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you need something that's unique that's not every game.
Yeah.
Because you can't just say, oh, Mike Trout plays tonight. Mike Trout plays every night. You need to kind of talk about the matchup, and if there's something unique happening, like we got this freaking dude who's going to be pitching and hitting in the 2-hole, which is just ridiculous.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's insane.
And he's a foreigner too. He's not even USA born, which I think is super cool because I love when Japanese players come over here because
I love Japanese swings. They're awesome.
Yeah, and the splitters. Oh yeah, did you see Sawamura's the new Red Sox reliever's splitter? No, he was throwing 93 mile an hour splitters.
Shit. Yeah. I mean, like Tanaka had a great splitter.
But that was only like 86, 87.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a power splitter.
Yeah, yeah. Chapman's also starting to throw splitters.
Oh, really?
He is.
Yeah, Chapman's starting to play. He's not suspended.
Shit! That was me.
You know why? Hold up. Oh, fuck. I don't have it set. I can't do the Mike Frosto thing.
I saw that one coming, though.
I didn't have it set up. All right. Caller on the line. About damn time. Jose, Oh fuck! Oh god, I messed up. Oh.
Elias.
Jose.
Elias.
What's up, Jose? How you doing,
Elias.
man?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I clicked the wrong button.
I think we should fire him.
I'm
You
the one
need
doing all this shit, man. Fuck you.
Hey,
Jose's replacing
Hey,
Elias.
hey. How about it's a 3-person show from now on?
All right.
I mean,
I mean, yeah.
I can talk football, I can talk baseball, I can talk basketball, I can talk softball.
damn.
Okay.
Yeah, my godmother actually played
I can talk.
chess.
I can talk beach
Say-
volleyball.
All right.
You talk what?
Beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball? Damn.
Beach
Beach
volleyball.
volleyball.
Oh yeah. One of my elementary school teachers was a beach volleyball player.
I
So
know that song in the background.
Yeah, the old grub hub. Jose,
Oh, yeah.
what I want to know was,
oh yeah,
was she
hold
hot?
on. Yes, she was.
Yeah, I
Yes, she
guess I
was.
figured.
So Jose,
Hold
getting back to baseball, my man. How
Hold
you
on,
doing?
hold on.
Oh yeah, what's
Hold
up?
on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me mute my TV.
Oh yeah, you're good, man.
Alexa,
Ooh,
mute.
Ooh.
damn,
Ooh.
Mute.
damn. That's That's high tech, man. I
Yeah.
thought I was high tech.
Alexa,
I got the sound bites, all that.
I
I have a clock,
Damn. Clock.
So let's
but it's
Ben?
a Yankee clock.
Ben,
Yeah.
let's talk about your Yankees.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
About how everybody wanted to panic after the first series. Everybody want.
I did
What?
not want to panic. I was.
You haven't met a Met fan yet. Everyone's panicked out of their mind after the first game. I'm like, guys, we have 161 to go. It's not a 60-game season this year. Everyone's like, season's over. Fire Rojas. Like, I'm like, I know Rojas.
What
sucks, but,
the?
I mean, Mets
I
fans.
would fire Rojas.
Rojas does suck.
He does. He's
does.
he's awful. Boone does too, buddy.
Boone's better than Rojas,
Yeah, he is.
and his ejections are
Rojas
S
Boone
tier.
stands up for his players.
Yes.
Rojas's dad is better than Rojas.
Ooh,
The great Felipe.
Felipe Alou.
Right.
Yeah, he did
Ooh.
stuff, my man. Yeah, no. Rojas just sits on his ass just like this, and his press conferences. What's going on with this player? You know, man, I don't know. I mean,
Did he say that?
He always just doesn't know anything.
So he's Robin Ventura.
He's worse than he might be worse than Mickey Callaway at this point.
Oh,
Oh
I don't know
God!
about that now.
I mean,
I don't
Mickey
know about
Callaway
that
was.
one.
I mean, as a manager, not as a person. That's not even.
Yeah.
close, but
Yeah.
That's
But
our pitching
Callaway-
coach.
at least, yeah, he's a good pitching coach. At
No,
least.
he's
I mean,
an R.
Yeah,
He's
he
an
was-
R.
I mean, he was. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
coming back anytime soon.
I hope not.
Yeah, he's an awful person.
Yeah.
He's an awful person, but
I mean,
Yeah.
he made Bundy good at least.
exactly, he makes pitchers good. That's the one thing. What does Rojas do well on the Mets lose to the Phillies? 8-2. Lovely. What do the Mets do that? What does Rojas do that brings something good to the table? What he's a nice guy. The players like him.
He's not bad looking.
Yeah, he's
What
jacked.
the?
He wears more than one mask, so he's COVID safe.
I'm
No.
like,
Oh gosh, I shouldn't have said that.
I'm like
Oh
the
no!
No, I was kidding.
unlike the Nationals.
Oh, what about the Nationals? Oh, they're not COVID.
Unlike,
Yeah,
unlike.
I'm like, yep.
They're not the Rona safe.
By the way, in my opinion, they should have had to forfeit those games.
Yes.
I
Yes. At
disagree.
this point.
They should have had to play with backups.
Or just
Oh, that's
force it.
such a good idea.
You have an
There
alternate site for a reason. Use it. I mean,
Yeah.
just force
There
it.
are no backups. There's no minor league.
No, you got the
season.
alternate site, right?
Uh-huh.
They're doing that this year, right?
Yeah, until the minor league season starts.
Yeah, it starts in May. So, and guess
That's
Red Wings first
forfeit.
series It's against Scranton Wilkes-Barre, and the next series is against Syracuse. So we got to try to get some of those games.
Let's do it. All right.
I have no idea what the hell you
So
guys
it's Rochester Red Wings minor league team now for the Nationals. And the AAA, the Yankees AAA team's coming the first week. And the series are like 7 games now because they just want to get them all done so they can limit the travel.
Oh yeah.
Which players are like stoked, so they don't have to go on all these bus trips and whatnot.
Mhm.
I'm actually half an hour away from. I'm actually half an hour away from Dodger Stadium, and I'm an Angel
Ooh.
fan.
Nice. Oh yeah, so you live in LA.
Yeah, you get to see a couple games every now and then.
Oh, I go to Angel game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I drive an hour and a half to.
That's some dedication, man.
Yeah.
That is.
We have to drive like 6 hours around.
Yeah.
I mean,
God damn.
The closest.
Probably takes longer to get to Yankee Stadium because the traffic in the Bronx is ridiculous when you get
Yeah.
there. It's absurd.
Oh, Liam,
What's up?
you were in the Let's Talk Jets thing when I did my 2 truths and a lie, right?
Yeah, dude, that was
I
it was the funniest thing.
I
wouldn't stop laughing, and it was just so funny.
Oh no.
Because Ben, I'll explain to you. So one of the members of that show is really a big fan of the Jets' now former quarterback that they just traded, Sam Darnold, who was freaking awful last year.
Elias,
And Jose just roasted the shit out of him. It was hilarious.
As he should.
Elias,
What's up?
were you there when I did my 2 truths and one lie?
Yep. What exactly did you say again? I forgot. It was
Kim Kardashian person and Nicole Richie. The 3. Let me
I
explain.
gotta find the clip. Yeah.
Let me explain to Ben what this is.
All right.
Ben,
Mhm.
2 truths and 1 lie is a drinking game. Basically,
That
you
is-
come up
That's not how I remember it, but okay.
Yeah, we don't play with the drinking part
Oh, okay.
for adults. For adults.
for adults.
Uh-huh,
Yep.
Of course.
Basically, you come up with 3 statements.
Hmm.
2 are true, 1 is a lie.
Yep.
If you get the if the people who you're telling the statements true get it wrong, they buy you a drink. If you get it, if they get it right, you buy them a drink. So let me.
Sorry to interrupt real quick. I thought of a genius idea. You know the bet we had that if the Angels finish second place or 4th place, you have to shotgun a beer. How about we have to shotgun non-alcoholic beers?
That'll work.
So we'll hold up the camera. We'll make sure to clarify it's non-alcoholic.
What's still get canceled?
Thank you. I don't want to drink.
What's
before
still
we-
canceled?
You'd still get busted. Yeah.
All right. So I have 2 truths and a lie for you guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
go, man.
I met Johnny Damon,
Ooh.
Alex Rodriguez,
Hmm.
and Vladimir Guerrero.
Ooh.
All right.
I
Well,
think-
I thought one of them was going to be Pete Carroll because if you can see in that's Pete Carroll, right, in the photo?
Yes.
Yep, Pete Carroll.
About to give me a hug.
Aw. Pete Carroll, the reason Russell Wilson wants out of Seattle.
Don't start with that shit.
No. All right, so
Why
you met,
you have
Wait.
you met A-Rod, you met Vladdy, and you met who's the first one?
Johnny Damon, the
Johnny
drunk.
Damon. Johnny Damon
drunk.
drunk.
No, the drunk.
The drunk.
Ah.
Yes.
So let's think about this. Johnny Damon spent almost every single year of his career on the East Coast, whereas both Vladdy was an angel for. That's when he had his prime.
Oh, Vlad Senior. I thought it was
Yeah.
Vlad Junior.
No, Vladdy
Alright,
Senior.
drunk.
I'm gonna say you've met Vlad Senior and
A-Rod.
I mean
Right?
A-Rod
A-Rod.
because
He's still around today. He always is in baseball and like the areas of baseball. and he's always on the West Coast as
And
well.
if they do a Sunday night game at Angel Stadium that Jose was at, maybe he had the potential of meeting him.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go with the first pick.
Yep.
Was that
You
correct?
did not
Oh,
meet Johnny Damon.
wait. So you're both saying I did not meet Johnny Damon.
Yes, that is correct.
You are both incorrect.
Ooh,
I met Johnny Damon.
didn't meet A-Rod.
Yes. Now
Just-
let me
You-
tell you the backstory.
You got to meet Vladdy?
Yes. Yes. Oh, and Vladdy Jr. when he was like 10, 11.
Oh shit, that's
Wow.
cool, man. Damn, that's dope.
Huh.
So let me tell you the backstory of, because we got nothing but time.
Yeah, we only got 10
Right.
minutes, but yeah. You got
9 minutes.
My bad. My bad.
Oh, you're
So-
good.
Basically, when I was young, they used to have this Fuji photo day where players would walk around from home plate to the outfield to third base to first base. Basically, walk around the whole field and
Yeah.
take pictures with kids and whatnot. So, the year the Angels won the World Series, I took a picture with Mike Scioscia, and I took pictures with him every year after that.
dope.
Oh, nice.
So,
Man, imagine getting to see your team win a World Series.
so one year he says, "Hey, when you come to the game, go down to the clubhouse. Say you're there to see me and come talk to me." So I would try to do that, and I got close. But the closest I got to the clubhouse, Johnny Damon was coming out of the visitors' clubhouse, which we had just beat the Yankees that day. So I say, "Hey, that's Johnny Damon." So I go up to him, ask if I can take a picture. He's like, "Yeah." So he takes a picture. I tell him, "You should grow back the beard." He says, "I can't."
He's on the Yankees, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Ruben Odor, you see?
I
I
didn't
know.
know.
I'm so mad about that.
I didn't know at the time.
After the call.
I didn't know at the time. So then I'm still waiting for my social, and a young Vladdy Jr. runs out of the clubhouse. Eric Ibar and Vladimir
Wow.
It's dope, man.
and Vlad Senior are right behind him, like
Oh my God.
trying to grab him because he's running from
He's like,
something.
I want to go hit BP.
Pretty much.
That reminds me a lot of Griffey.
And
Griffey did that a lot.
And
Griffey
then,
Jr.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Vladdy, and I didn't know he only spoke Spanish.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
They probably only spoke Spanish, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he could like understand what I was trying to ask.
Nice.
I got an autograph and a picture
That is so
from
cool.
him. So
Mhm.
yeah.
That is so cool.
You met Vlad Jr. before he was a professional player. That's dope.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that
You
is
met him before he
insane.
was a player.
I just saw a little kid running. I'm like, shit, let me stop him before he hurts himself. So I had to like cut him off so Eric Ibar could like grab him.
It's babysitter.
Pretty much.
Jose, you babysat Vladdy
No,
Jr.?
no. I said Eric Ibar. Eric Ibar.
You gotta know,
Eric
you gotta
Ibar.
meet Vlad or go see Vladdy Jr. again and tell him I met you when you were 10 years old.
If I could, I would. If I
Yeah.
would, I could.
Eventually. I'll probably
Oh
put
yeah,
him
for sure.
And I did not babysit him. I just made sure he didn't hurt himself.
Mad
'Cause
respect.
Out of respect, yeah. Salute to you, man.
Because he was running all over the damn place. I'm like, oh, so I had to like,
Thank you for so much for calling in, my man.
of
Thanks for
course.
the great story. Yeah, literally saved the show because
I
I guess live streaming while there's games going on is a bad idea because people rather watch baseball. So,
you guys should really do it late Sunday if you can.
All right.
we could look into something like that. We'll talk about that.
That
sure.
That way the only game left is Sunday night baseball.
Sunday night baseball sucks always, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone watches it on mute so they can listen to our stream.
Of course.
I watch it on mute.
And if you guys need help, at least hit me up on Twitter and I'll come running.
Yes,
he'll come rescue us.
Jose, man, thanks so much for calling
Jose
in.
to go.
We'll see you next time, my man. Appreciate it.
Later, guys.
Later.
All right, great stuff from Jose. Literally saved the show. We got a few more minutes left, though. So the Yankees traded for Rougned Odor. I forgot to mention that.
We did.
Why would you be mad? They're eating the entire contract. If he sucks, you cut him.
Exactly. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to waste playing time for DJ, obviously, because he's only played second base before. And I would rather see a speedy bench bat in Tyler Wade than a home run or nothing, and 90% of the time nothing Rougned Odor. Now, obviously, I do see, who knows? Maybe he turns into Jay Bruce and starts hitting tanks every at-bat. You never know. He's shown that he can, but I just don't think he will. I hope you prove me wrong, Rugi. Yep. But I'm also mad you have to shave your beard. That's
stupid rule. Andrew McCutcheon's talked about how dumb it is. It's a stupid rule.
Yeah, it's not the 90s anymore. The Steinbrenners don't care anymore because
Uncle Stevie lets our players dress however the hell they want.
Lindor can dye his hair all he wants, and he still was out hit by Jacob deGrom on opening day.
Yeah, what would Jazz Chisholm do if he was a Yankee?
For that very reason, I don't want the Yankees to trade for Jazz Chisholm. Just to keep it like that. Well, trade for Sixto because his
perfect for him. Because he's kind of got that Miami vibe,
He does have that.
He's not the greatest player in the world, so it's a win-win for us. But that great show as always. Good show. We're kind of learning as we go with the pacing and whatnot. We didn't get distracted today because there's nothing to get distracted about. So that's probably what we're gonna do with these types. We're gonna try to keep it an hour because sometimes it gets way too long sometimes, especially with prediction shows. So first half hour is structure, second half hour calls and chat, stuff like that. And if we ask the chat, hey, if we forgot something, type chat if there's people in the chat. Also, once we get multiple callers, we should do we should give out a caller of the week every week, our favorite caller.
All
right. By default, and even if it wasn't default, it's a great call. Shout out to Jose for caller of the week.
That was definitely the best story I think we've gotten so far this year.
Oh fuck! I forgot to say we've been slacking. You know how I said we have to do in the intro when we say the episode number. So it's number 27. Ben, who wears 27? This one should be obvious.
All right. Well, there's actually a lot.
A lot of good 27s. Yeah. But who's the guy you think of when you think number 27?
Giancarlo Stanton and
Mike Trout,
Vladdy Sr. And wait, there's more.
Vlad Jr.
Vlad
Trevor
Jr.
Power, Jerry's Familia.
Jerry's Familia.
He didn't blow it last. Well, he gave up a run, but didn't blow it last night. Probably no Mets post game tonight, just because I didn't watch the game, so I don't have much to talk about. And just got done live streaming, so it's kind of pointless. Ben, get your act together.
I'm sorry.
Also, once this goes up, I'm trimming the freaking beginning disaster out.
What happened?
It's just you couldn't hear me. So I'll probably keep the intro and then and I know we set up podcast platforms, but no one uses them. So once we get listeners, we might put them up, but it's just a pain in the ass downloading the video and putting it back up.
Yeah,
and
don't worry about that.
It doesn't matter. Unless we get a request by one person that says, "Hey, I use a podcast app." which I've been listening to way too many Jets shows because I said podcast.
Kiss.
Podcast.
Jazzy.
Jersey. So yeah, but thanks you guys. Thank you, Jose. But there will be
Jose.
viewers afterwards, hopefully. Salute to you guys. We will see you guys next time.
Track. Wall. See ya.